Any?
Nice beard going there.
Yeah, I told Schultz I forgot we were doing this. But I'll shave tonight because I'm got recruiting.
Good. Yeah. What? Anything update on Bolton?
No, nothing new. Just waiting on. Those things take a long time because we got to get our ducks in a row and get all of our stuff we need to do to present it. And so doing that, and then hopefully, I'm hoping next 3 to 4 weeks, we'll know. But it's still a process.
Will he go to Italy?
Yeah,
He can
gonna
play?
Yeah, he'll go to Italy. He can play. Javen could go to Italy and play if he wanted to. Just because we only play 3 games, I don't know if I'll play Javen just so we can get a lot of guys. If Javen was playing next year, we were doing a waiver.
Are you going to play?
things
Are you
like
going to
that.
play this year?
Yeah, I'll play. He'll play.
What is it about Prentice that makes him such a good defender?
He can move his feet, and he's a tough, competitive kid. And I'm sure Larry probably helped a little bit too. But just really competes, competitive kid, but can really move his feet.
What can
Do you
this team
see-
be like defensively between him and Halliburton up front and backcourt?
Hopefully good. We'll do some different things defensively this year just because our lineups could be different. We could be big, whether it's George and Solo, it could be Mike and one of those 2 guys. And we can be small as well. But so we're not doing any of that right now. We're just doing our man-to-man stuff right now. We'll do that in Italy just to get a core there. But I think this team's going to have to be very good defensively. We're going to have to be a good rebounding team. We have to score off our defense so we can play in transition and get the defense moving.
How much
Back
did you
to
see?
Bolton, it sounded like just based on the timeline, you guys actually haven't submitted anything to the NCAA yet.
No, it's in. It's
It
in.
is?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
in. Yeah, it's in. So now
Have
it's
you
just
heard back from them?
no. That's what we just it's out, and so now we're just kind of in the holding pattern. Gotcha.
How do you be patient? I mean, how do you? How do you
I got
keep
3
him patient?
kids. I got.
How do you keep him patient?
I mean, I got a lot of other stuff. So
How do you keep him patient?
I mean, there's nothing we can do. I mean, we wouldn't be doing anything different with him in any other situation. And so, just you want to make sure you don't want to do things too quickly either, and not have everything in place. And so, he's good. He's been really good for us.
Obviously, 4 years ago was a super unique situation. Did you take anything from that trip on how to get the most out of this trip?
Yeah, I think we're approaching this trip a little bit different. That was so unique for a lot of reasons. To where we practiced a little bit. We just kind of went and played. We were all trying to feel each other out. But this time, I think we're getting our offensive identity, our concepts in, things that we know we have to do, and then a defensive base. But and then also I can learn about our team too. That team had a lot of returning guys. You kind of knew what you had. So I think it's two different ends of the spectrum. And so this is practice 3 today. We're recruiting this week, so we'll start back next week on Tuesday. Niang's got his golf tournament Monday, so we'll take Monday off too, and then we'll go Tuesday through Friday, and then we'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday the following week, and we'll start putting a couple sets in, really just kind of playing out of our concepts, for the most part right now. But I don't want to put stuff in right now and then not practice for a whole week, and we're kind of revisiting things.
It's only been about a week of practice, but what have you seen from the young guys in their first actual action?
Now that we've gotten in some structure, I think Trey's been done some really good things. Plays both guard positions. Can really shoot the basketball, can defend. I've been really impressed with him defensively. I think he's done some good things. I think Caleb's doing very well. Both those guys have been good for us. Leach has got great energy, and I think he gives you a guy who can go make a play. Rasir is a talented kid, very, very athletic, can put pressure on the basket. And then we've got Javen, obviously a sit-out guy, and then Luke, been sick a little bit, just kind of getting back.
How have you seen Prentice grow during that time off?
Well, he's gotten himself better from 3. We just got to continue to harp on decision making, take care of the basketball. But I think his playmaking's gotten better, and then I think his ability to make shots has gotten better. And I think he's watched a lot of guys like Mariel and Mike put a lot of time in, and he's kind of solid, stayed true to that. And he's put a lot of time in. He was in here this morning already. And so we need his leadership and his toughness. He's got to be a double-figure guy for this group.
you know what your itinerary is for when you're over there, or, you know, what you're doing, or where you're playing?
No, I mean, we've got kind of a rough outline. If you went and looked at
Sure.
our thing we gave the kids in the beginning of the summer, our kind of our team booklet, but I know we got 3 games. It's probably basically about we get there, we're there for a day or two, and then we play basically every other day from then on out. But off the top of my head, I don't even know the 3 cities we're going to. I'll look at that probably once we're headed that way. But it'll be a great experience for these guys, basketball and culturally. It'll be good for us just to get some stuff on tape and figure out, hey, you know, what's kind of best, you know, for us going forward. But I think we'll be way ahead, which is good with this group. Come back in September, because I'll probably give them the first 2 weeks off when we get back, you know, and then we'll have about a 2.5 week stretch until we get real practice going.
Guys always talk about how trips like this are more about bonding, how they figure out how they fit, mesh with their other guys. Do you try to structure that at all, like have different guys room with people they don't know, or do you just kind of want to see what happens organically as these guys, you know, some of the guys aren't familiar with some of the other guys and how they...
Yeah, I think we're working on some of that stuff right now, and some of the things we're doing, some team building stuff that we're doing, whether it's 1 day a week, whether it's the book we're reading, some group discussions that we have. I've always done an Amazing Race. You've seen the TV show. That's like the best thing I think you could do on one of those trips. You know, I went to Toronto once, I went to Spain once, and so those are great. You know, I like to change roommates every trip, you know. In the past, I haven't done it here as much, you know, but we'll start doing some things like that. But these guys have done a good, I mean, we got 7 returners, six new, but they've done a good job, you know, up to this part. But, you know, relationships, they're not building in 2 weeks or 2 months. You know, I've talked about that before. It takes time, and you really got to invest.
How illuminating do you hope or think that this can be, where, you know, maybe or have a better idea of who can play, how you guys can play when you get to September? I mean, can this work towards that, or do you kind of
I think so, yeah. No, I think so. I think this is because in the other way, it's you get your 8 hours a week. 4 hours could be basketball. We do some other things, so it's kind of about 3 hours basketball for us, to where, you know, they need the skill stuff. We wouldn't have as much team stuff, and so these 10 extra days, and we're not out there. We'll be out there 2 hours. We're not going to be out there 3.5 hours or anything, but we'll be out there 2 hours. But I think it's huge for them to already grasp, all right, what's our 5-on-0 concepts? What's our 4-on-0 concepts? Defensive transition. How do we guard the post? You know, all these little things that I don't think we have to start over. You got a review in September, but they'll already have a really good base. And so, you know, when you've got a lot of new guys you're going to count on, you know, 3 or 4, I think, you know, I think this really helps get them up to speed really quick. And so I think it'll help me, too, have a good feel. Hey, can we play big? Is this the right thing if we're going to play big? Running this, does it look good? Does it look crisp? Can we play 4 out, 5 out with big lineup? You know, different things like that. So I think it's good.
Are you concerned about Tyrese not having a summer off? Health-wise, you know, injury?
No, he came back. I mean, I've thought about that, and I've talked to the trainer and talked to Vic, and, you know, he came back from Greece, and, you know, unbelievable, wins gold medal, and did a terrific job over there. But we gave him, we gave him a week off, you know, from that standpoint, to where I was like, hey, maybe, you know, at least you got a full week off. And I was like, and I asked him, I said, man, if you're not ready to come back Monday, you know, we can push you back a little bit. And then, you know, Nike, he'll be out there for 3 days, but he needs to go to that long term. That's great for him. He needs to be a part of that and meet people and see people. I'm a big advocate of that, and so glad he's going there. And then Italy, I mean, the travel, but I mean, we're only playing 3 games, and so everything else is more, you know, just enjoying Italy. And so, but that's why I'm going to give him the first 2 weeks off. He's going home next weekend, you know, give him get a couple days. But no, I don't. Now, his body, you got to make sure you treat him the right way. You know, but he's not to the NBA load management point yet.
Is everybody going, making the trip?
Yeah. Yeah,
All
everybody.
3 kids and
No. You're talking about me? No.
I was talking about the roster.
No, roster, yeah. Roster.
With
16 guys. 16 guys, yeah.
what is the biggest learning curve for the guards playing with 2 bigs potentially? Tyree said it's even a learning curve for him, not just the newcomers, because it's something that's kind of new for him.
Yeah, you know, we never could get in a rhythm last year to do it, whether it was because of suspensions, injuries, and I didn't think it was the best thing. I thought just offensively we would be putting too good of players on the bench if we did that. And so what they've got and we just really started putting it in the other day, but it's more we haven't talked spacing and you know what we're looking for with our big lineup. But what's good is everything goes back to our concepts. You know, once we enter offense, it's just going to take a lot of reps. We'll work on a little bit today, and then we'll see which one's best. And then, you know, because every game may be different for this group.
Can Mike be for lack of a better term, small ball 4? I mean, he mentioned that. I think Tyree
yeah,
said
we're doing
that.
that. Yeah, we're doing it right now and working on it. And I'm not really giving him too many restrictions. Pretty much, maybe 1 or 2 little restrictions, but everything else is free flowing. And this is why this is great. See where we're at with it and how we can do it.
Will that be tougher for him defensively or offensively?
Well, that's what we got to decide. That's why I think defensively, if we are going to play like that, we'll play different defensively this year. Is, you know, whether it's ball screens, whether it's zone, whether it's mixing defenses more. I think if we are going to be big, I think 2 years ago, that's the thing we really struggled at defensively, man. We just, you know, we were okay offensively, but defensively, really, you look at the Kansas State game here 2 years ago, it was like 60 to 50 at halftime. We scored 50, but you're giving up, you know, you're giving up 60, but we couldn't guard Dean Wade, and so we've got to look at all that. But we've got him out there right now offensively. He might compete so hard, so we'll see. And if it's a good offensive lineup, then we got to make the necessary changes defensively, whether it's some zones, some different looks defensively that we'll do.